real estate agents. My name is Tiffany Fortenberry and I'm one of the owners at Prestige Title of Brevard. We're proud to be the sponsor of the Rockstar Real Estate Series for the second year in a row. As a family-owned and operated business, we are dedicated to providing service you can trust through every aspect of your transaction. We thank you for your business over the last 16 years and we look forward to continuing to serve our Brevard County Realtors.
Anyways, thanks for attending today. We absolutely love doing this. This is I think the end of our second year, Pat, doing this, right? 2 full years. On your desks, or whatever the heck they want to call those tables, there's a feedback form which we really need you to fill out because it helps us do this. But more importantly on this one is we're always looking for really great subject matter for myself to speak on or bring in speakers. So if there's something you want to learn next year, let us know, and we're glad to put together classes that accommodate you guys, because this is why we do this, right? We don't do this for me, we don't do it for Pat, although Pat likes it because she gets the limelight, but we get pictures together. But it's really about helping you guys grow your business is what we do every day in our daily life with our agents, and it's what we love to do with any agents all over the world, actually. All right, so our first speaker, and I know I'm not reading all this, 31 years in sales and marketing, entrepreneurship, Villanova University grad. We went to that's Nashville? Is that the Nashville one? Yeah, we just went there. Very fun. Software sales, I'm going to bullet point this myself for you. Software sales since the early 90s, mid 90s. She doesn't look that old. And got into real estate 2013, right? Not bad. And is a designated luxury agent and one of the few designated AI agents that I know in the country. There's only a few of them so far. She runs a team called the Lotus Group at EXP with 11 agents right now and growing. Constantly, and I can attest to this, she is constantly giving back to everybody who wants to become successful. It's one of the reasons why we love when she speaks for us. Corinna, Daninger, come on up.
Thank you, Mitch.
One thing before she starts, get your microphone. One thing we'll be doing about 45-minute speakings, 10-minute breaks so we can adjust everybody else out. And then, of course, we have our cocktail party at the end of the day because I'll need a drink.
Rockstar Series training on AI. My name is Corinna Daninger. I am one of the only ones in the world who is an AI certified AI agent in the world. I don't know. It's very, very
Oh. Well, we're going to stop it there. Normally you would hear this. So my question would have been to you, was that me or an AI bot? AI. No, it was an AI bot. There's one company out there right now called HeyGen that you can actually do a video of yourself. Takes about 30 minutes to an hour. They'll repurpose it back to you. And then most of the people in my AI society that I'm a part of with my AI certification, they were complaining about the voices, but this one was very close to mine right out of the gate, to the point where my boyfriend and my dad did not know that it was an AI bot. So it's pretty good. So it's pretty neat where technology is going. So we'll talk about a lot of reasons why you would want an AI bot, but something like this, how many times do you put a customer under contract for a house? Wouldn't it be great if you did a nice congratulations video once? You're not actually going to be videotaping yourself, except one time when they create your AI bot, then you'll go into the platform and actually type up what you want it to say. So there's no like 3 or 4 takes to get that right video anymore. So it's very amazing what you can do with this. And it's something that you can post on your socials, you can do advertising, you can do the unlimited amount of ideas that you can do with your AI bot. So sorry that the video didn't work, but it'll definitely have the link when you guys get the presentation from Mitch and Pat. So let's just go from here. Okay, so we've watched our video. Let's move on to the next slide, which will be, here we go. All right, so have you all thought about how you could use AI in your real estate business, besides maybe typing up some ChatGPT links for, how many here has done a listing with using ChatGPT? Okay, great. And how many of you have used it to write marketing for your listings? Okay, awesome. So now, all right, so did you know AI on an average is 125,000 times faster than the human brain? For a blonde, I really like it. It's probably about 255 times faster than me. As AI is projected to be a $15 trillion, $700 billion industry. I definitely caught my eye on that one. I do not want to miss that gravy train. Very soon, it is going to be 10 times more than what crypto did. So the crypto gravy train that people were on, AI is way bigger than that. And right now, we have billion-dollar companies being made just from AI technology. Soon, they're projecting that we will have in under 30 days a company start to fruition in the billion-dollar sector and going public. So it is definitely a humongous game changer. So if the big Fortune 250 can do that, I want to make sure I'm doing that in my real estate business. And I definitely don't want to get left behind. There's very few times in our lifetime that we go through a major change in our world. In the 1900s, it was the Industrial Revolution. In my teens, right, going into my early 20s was the internet coming about. And when I was at Villanova, I sent my mom, I called her up one night and I said, hey, I got this disc in the mail and it says AOL will take me out to this thing called the World Wide Web, and she told me to throw it out. It was a scam. About 2 years later, I spun off my first software company. So it's just amazing how technology will change so fast, and now AI is moving ridiculously fast. So we want to make sure that you can properly use it in your business. So I wanted to go through a few different types of AI platforms that I use that you too can use, and I've done it very easily so you all can take some notes or rewatch this video and actually put it to use right away. All right, and a lot of people will not even realize that they are, no idea what's going on with this computer, that they are building their business faster and faster and faster until they start using AI, and then they don't even realize what they could have done before they knew it existed. So I'm really excited for all of you to go through a learning curve as you're going through this, because you have to get through the curve and then it becomes easy. So the first one is, most people know ChatGPT. In my house, we knew Alexa. Alexa and I have a love-hate relationship. Alexa loves to annoy me, and I love to hate her. Every time I ask her to play the top 40, she is an AI, right? Every time I ask her to play me top 40 music, she plays me country. If I ask her what the weather is, she plays me country. I don't like country music. She's going to end up in the lake soon. So, all right, so we have the, so with ChatGPT, how many here are on the free version of ChatGPT? Okay, how many of you are on the 4.0 paid version? Excellent. You definitely want to be on the paid version of ChatGPT 4.0 for many reasons. The first one is, if you're getting knocked off as a free user, you're not going to get knocked off of it during the busy times if you're 4.0. Let me jump into ChatGPT real quick, and I'm going to just show you other reasons why you would want to be using the 4.0. So here we go. Okay, so in ChatGPT 4.0, you'll see down here, you see where you see my name? If you click on it, you'll see that it has custom instructions. You do not get custom instructions in the free version. The whole point of using ChatGPT is not just to help write your narratives faster and get your marketing done, but I don't want it to sound like Mitch. I want it to sound like Corinna, right? So people who know, like, and trust me, I want it to be in my voice. So how do you train an AI bot to be in your voice? You got to have 4.0. And when you do that, you get this option to be able to have custom instructions inside. So I tell it that I'm a cloud-based realtor. I'm a broker associate. I have 11 plus years in real estate. I'm an entrepreneur. I've, traditional linguistic approaches to high volume unit sales. I sell real estate in Brevard County and the other counties and anyways, I go on. And then the second part is, how would you like ChatGPT to respond? Some people want lengthy responses, some want short responses. What I have found is, depending on the audience that I want to go after, I really need multiple write-ups for this area. So I've created a Word document that I interchange my bios. So I've written them once or twice, and then and if I'm doing something I realize, oh, I want to edit this for this reason, I'm working with a 55 and over community, so I want them to know that I'm really good in that area in my voice, then I'll create another one, and I just have a long running list with little highlights of which narrative is which, so I can quickly pop it in. If I decide I want the response to be short, sweet, and to the point, I'll tell it that. And it's amazing how it really does take that in. If I want to talk to my team and I'm putting something together for a training, I'll change this whole thing, and it's all about me and running a team and what I want it to respond to. So if you get nothing else out of it and you stay with just ChatGPT to do your AI right now, get the paid version. Okay, so how many hands, just so I can see, have not ever used ChatGPT before? One. Okay, so the point of ChatGPT is you want to be able to ask questions, but there's something called chains and prompts. Chains is where you actually educate it 4, 5, 6, 7 different little paragraphs that you tell it not to respond to. So you might talk about, you know, I'm a realtor in Brevard County. Now you're going to type it in this area here, right? And then you're going to build up from that. So then you're going to talk about, we're going to be looking for the ideal client profile as a listing agent, and then you build out another paragraph, and you keep adding paragraphs in, enter, enter, enter. So that way, when you finish your 4 or 5 paragraphs of chains, then you go in and write your prompt. Many people just go write a prompt and they get something nice, but it's not as thorough as you would like. And then you're adding and adding and adding. And please, one disclaimer, it is an AI computer, it is not human, so we're adding human touch to our technology, but you have to read everything carefully before you put it out there with your name on it, okay? So just be careful. All right, so I started in here earlier asking for it to write me the 7 chains. You don't even have to write them, you can tell them what kind of chains you want. So in this case, I asked for 7 chains to be a listing agent in Cocoa Beach, and finish with 5 prompts to market to an ideal client. And within a minute, this all just generated right out, which is amazing. We get to the marketing prompts, and you'd say, okay, that's great, but what do you do with the marketing prompts? You can take those marketing prompts, you can go out to another product called, how many people here use Canva? Okay, how many people find Canva hard? Okay, it's usually a kind of a mix. If you like Canva, go into Canva. They have great AI tools in there to make quick little flyers. If you're not, go to Microsoft Designer. Microsoft Designer is AI, and you can tell it what you want. It'll come up with a series of different pictures, and then you pick which one you want, and now you just have 5 Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it, posts that you can pop in without having to do anything else but go pick the picture and drop the text in through copy and paste. So the biggest complaint is realtors are secret agents. So this is a way to stop being a secret agent, right? And let the technology help you just figure out those posts. So let me see here. Now, when you use ChatGPT, you can actually even ask it to do, how many people here like to do videos to mass market to your clients? Okay, you can ask it to actually create you 5 video sequences that you can do 1 a day for the next week to either market a particular listing, and you would put your listing information in there, or if it's to you, or you want to do agent attraction, or whatever it is that you want to do, you can ask it to do it. So I really do like ChatGPT. The other thing I like is, if you see on the left-hand side, this is a Chrome extension, so I have folders. So ChatGPT, when I first started using it, became a really big hot mess. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, thank you. So, so the hot mess was inside ChatGPT on this left side, right? Because every time I created a new prompt and a bunch of series to ask it, it was like, oh my gosh, where do I find it? Because there was no way of organizing. If you get this free Chrome extension, it'll give you folders. So you can have a folder for luxury listings, you can have a folder for 55 and overs, and then inside there you can have it say Bridgewater, Heritage Isle, you know, whatever community you're going after, because then you can train it to talk about that community, right? And then you can write your listing or going after your buyers that way. So that's just kind of a little taste test of ChatGPT. So let me just go back up here. Okay, so let's move on to my other friends, Claude, Bard, and Pi. Have any of you heard of any of my three amigos? A couple, three of you, four? Okay. So they are similar to ChatGPT. However, there's another three more ways, in this case 4 ways, to get your answers. And they're all very different. So Bard is Google AI. So anything that I want to do on YouTube, I'm going to Bard because I want to get Google to recognize the stuff that I'm posting. So YouTube, I use Bard. Pi is about a $1.5 billion company. They haven't been around very long. I think it was April or May they came about. So that's what I'm telling you. There are companies building fast. And then you have, which one did I miss for you guys? Claude. So let me tell you, ChatGPT stopped educating that machine in 2021. So I love, and it's robust, and you can get a lot of stuff out of there. But if I'm selling a brand new D.R. Horton home down in Southwest Palm Bay on a particular road, and I want it to recognize it, I'm going to Claude, because Claude is still being educated. So it's going to pick up my stuff in real time. With Pi is definitely a little bit different. It's a little bit easier. You don't have to build all these chains and prompts in. So, but they all three give you different results in the same question. So just to show you, I went to Claude first. Okay, so this was very funny. All right, so I asked Claude up front, I said, please write me 7 chains to use in ChatGPT for a listing agent located in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and finish it with a series of 5 prompts to market the ideal client. And what it gave me here was completely different than when I put it in ChatGPT. So you might read ChatGPT and go, that's good, but I'm not really feeling it, or I'm gonna have to dress it up too much. Jump over to Claude and see how that one fits it. Or you might take 2 and marry it together, not to create more work, but if you're really looking for like some pizzazz or a spin on something and you're not finding it and you're going over and over on ChatGPT, drop it and jump over to Claude. So Claude is, and then I went in there and I asked him to actually give me some photos on Instagram, and unfortunately Claude will not give you photos to go with marketing, but ChatGPT will. So you might like what Claude writes, but then you might use the pictures out of ChatGPT, right? So it's kind of just being creative in what you're doing. So, and then with Bard, this is what Bard looks like. And, oh, where did my prompt go? Here we go. And so I asked here, write me 3 posts to attract top agents to my team. And it gave me exactly what I would want to write out. I could have wrote it myself, but it would have taken me a lot longer to even start typing than the time it took it to spit it out. I've asked it to give me, you know, ways that I could do videos. So it's definitely good. If you don't have them, download them, use the other 3 for free. Definitely pay for the ChatGPT so you can organize your folder and get the folders on your ChatGPT. That's the free Chrome extension. So we'll go back into here. Okay. Any questions so far? Excellent. All right. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's another AI bot for you guys to show you how you could use AI bots in your business. We will see. If that doesn't work, I'll put it on my OneDrive and put the links in here for Pat and Mitch to share. So, yes? It's just where they decided to stop. When they decided to roll it out, that's when they ended it. They were like, I guess at some point you have to stop and move on with your life. Kind of like the Mayans and their calendars in 2012. But I don't have a good answer for you on that one. It's just, okay, so, let's see.
Hi, I'm Corinna's assistant. There are unlimited opportunities and ways you can leverage me in your business.
Are you tired of answering the same questions with different buyers and sellers? Create short videos to send to them covering the various topics. They will watch more than read your emails anyways. You can create a short series of information that will have your phone ringing off the hook. This is great for social media shorts. My gift to you is for those who are afraid of getting in front of the camera. Let your AI assistant do the talking. You can have different AI assistants for different tasks. Alexi is the one I typically use. You can have them do various gestures when speaking. The best part of using AI bots is that they just get the job done, leaving you more time to build more content bigger, better, and faster, attracting more clients and making more money. What are you waiting for? Just do it.
So this is Synthesia. Also very easy to use. You're not making a video of yourself and doing it in your form. They have lots of AI bots that you choose from. And again, there's no excuse not to send videos to your clients. If you don't want to get in front of the camera, then you want to definitely jump on an AI bot. If it's something that you have to tell your clients over and over again, congratulations, you're under contract. Your first step is to take your escrow to the title company within 3 business days. Send it in a little video. They will watch it and love it. And they'll come back to you and go, wow, that's amazing. And they'll probably show their friends, right? So that's really important because people are starting to ask me, before they even know I'm AI certified, in my listing appointments, are you using AI if I hire you, and how are you using it? So the general public knows AI's out there, and they want it used because they know they're going to get a better return on their listing if their agent is using AI and knows what they're doing. So that's really important. All right, so Merlin. All right, how would you like to never, ever, ever have to really respond to another email again? Right? All right, Caitlin, you send me? All right, perfect. So I'm gonna jump into my email real quick and show you, let's see here. All right, so I have this girl, Caitlin Kelly, she happens to be my assistant, but she's asking me a question, and I'm really busy, and I'm on the phone, and I need to get an answer back to her. So I quickly read the email, and I go down here, and I go, okay, yes, send a nice one. So now I step back, and her question was about this guy, Mark, who wanted to buy a house, and he had some questions, and she listed some of the questions for me. And there it is. That fast, it wrote an entire email back to Caitlin. I didn't type it. I just said yes. And it works in social media. It works all over. So Merlin could be your very best friend if you get a ton of emails. You can say no, and you can even tell it like a nice no or a not nice no. So if you get like some of these spammers in your email, buy this, and they won't even stop, you can just say, not nice no. And tell them to go away. So anyways, I love Merlin. So if you're not using Merlin, again, it's a Chrome extension, and you can add that in, and that is what Merlin looks like. You can also load it on your cell phone. It's in both the Apple Store and the Play Store. So, all right, so there's many, many more AI apps that I use, but due to time, I couldn't show everything to you guys. So Opus Clip, has anyone here used Opus Clip? Okay, just a couple. I'll real quick show you one on Opus Clip. I do love Opus Clip. How many of you do like a video, but you know you need like shorter videos, but it just takes too much time to do a bunch of short videos all the time, and you're just lucky that you got the big video done? Okay, if you feel like how I feel, I will show you. So this is Opus Clip. Opus Clip could become your very best friend, maybe next to Merlin. So what I did was, and I did this last night for you guys, I went to 2 listings ago, I went and did a Facebook Live video, I went into Facebook, I downloaded the video, I uploaded it here in Opus Clip. 10 minutes later, it gave me, you ready for this? Look at all these different short, quick videos, and I can, because of the way they're positioned, this one will all go onto Instagram, right? Because Instagram, you have to be right and everyone else is that. So anyway, so it goes on and on and on and on. So it really works. And then to show you what it looks like, here it is on my Instagram page. Right, so it's a great tool, Opus Clip. So it does require you to do videos. If you're not doing videos, you got to start there. But just do them, right? People just want to see your face. And don't worry about it, just do it and post it. I'm a big believer, and I tell my team this all the time, shoot it once and go. Because if it takes 10 or 15 times, you're never gonna finish. And it's never gonna be perfect. I have fallen downstairs on live video, I face planted over dogs, and those are the houses I sell the fastest. So I'm starting to think about how I can kind of sort of hurt myself. All right, so I use Jude AI. In fact, this little picture to the right was created from Jude AI. Virtual staging AI, if you have a house that you need staged, but for whatever reason you're not going to bring a stager in, virtualstaging.ai is great. You take the pictures and you upload them, and it'll actually put in the furniture. There's 12 different styles. You could do all 12 styles and show different ways of country living, beach living, whatever living that you want to show, but it is a really great piece if you have something that needs to be staging, and for whatever reason the sellers don't want staging done, and you still need to show something in those rooms to help show them off. That's a good one. Okay, Flash CMA is fantastic. It is more of a tool for the appraisers, but hey, we want not only to list a house, we need to get it to close, and that means we have to get the appraisal in, and nothing's worse than when the appraisal doesn't come in. So Flash CMA is another great one. Beautiful.ai and Slides.ai is also for PowerPoint. I just recently used Beautiful.ai for a presentation I did for the EXP Mentor Program, and that one turned out great. I had already been working on this one before I knew about those. This presentation's been used a few times for other people, and so this was just regular PowerPoint, but they're great. Slides AI has, and they give you a lot of cool images to use, and they'll help you write slides if you don't know what you're going to put in there. The problem is I always know what I want to talk about, so I then start kicking AI out. And then, as I talked about earlier, Microsoft Designer on top of Canva. So if sometimes I just need to do something quick, I go into Microsoft Designer. If we're looking to do something more elaborate, then I run out to Canva and use their AI portion. So this is something else that we've been discussing in my AI Society weekly. Every Tuesday from 7 to 8, I'm with a group of AI certified agents that have joined this particular society. And we've all decided the technology is moving so fast that it does not make good business sense to pay for a year in advance for AI anything, because we're dropping things and picking different things up. So even if it looks like it's going to cost you a little bit more per month, don't pay for the year, because you might not be using it in 6 months, right? Something else is going to be bigger, better, faster, more powerful. All right, and then, okay, so there's so much to learn, it can be overwhelming. Because when I started this process, and I have a bit of a tech background, my daughter's minor is in AI, and I still was overwhelmed. I went searching to go learn AI through a certification. I knew my business needed it. I knew I needed to go down that path. And I definitely know that when the internet came out, 94, 96, I think it was probably more like 95, when most people were starting to realize that this thing was the real deal, there was a learning curve. I can remember going from a Windows 95 machine to Windows 98 to Windows 2000, and not even knowing how to change my little face on the opening screen, but my 3-year-old could do it without reading. So there's a learning curve, just like in AI. But the sooner you start embracing this new technology in multiple facets, the faster you'll be able to move forward with your when they bring in faster, bigger items down the road, you'll be able to slide in with it versus having to figure it out at Windows, 2029, right? Because that's how fast the technology is moving now. So my goal was to encourage anybody not using AI or just using ChatGPT to open their minds and really start embracing. So let's see. So I do believe that realtors could be left behind if they're not embracing AI, because the realtors that are embracing AI are going to be able to market so much more. They're going to be out there so much faster. Their clients are going to expect that from a lot of agents. And right now, realtors are kind of like, with this whole lawsuit that just happened, I feel like this is our way to go out there and really shine and show the clients that we do earn our money. And it's really important that we stay on top of the technology. So, you know, I wasn't sure how the general public was going to react to AI. So after I got my certification, I posted it on my Facebook page, and I ended up with 216 comments very quickly on that post. And everybody was talking about AI, both the realtors and the general public. And it had, you know, 216 likes, 2 shares, and then I had multiple real estate opportunities come out of that, both listings and buyers, and agent attraction into my team. So it's amazing. That is definitely the buzzword right now that everybody wants to know more about and is interested. And for the people that don't know it in the general public that's not realtors, they too are kind of interested. Like, what is that? Like, how do you use it? How are you going to better my listing if I hire you if you use this product? So, so my experience of going through the AI, and I'm not selling this, but I have so many people that have asked about it, I thought I would just kind of talk about it real quick. So I knew I needed to be educated. I wasn't going to try to figure out which apps were the apps that I needed to go figure out and how, because I didn't have that kind of time. I joined up with this guy named Nick Krem, who has the Krem AI certification course. And really, I've only touched the very tippy top of the iceberg, and I'm very excited to hear from our other 2 speakers today, because you guys are going to get even more on top of what I've just gone through. But once you graduate, it's a week-long course. You get your assignments in the morning. You go to this thing called SKOOL, and then you do your assignments. And then in the evenings, they do a 1-hour refresh, answer questions. If you're stuck somewhere, they have a tech guy that you get on his calendar for the next morning, and he'll fix you. And I think he might even be an AI bot. He's amazing. So anyways, and then so now that I'm in the society, what's very cool is every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, we go through a bunch of different technologies that they're going to start rolling out, and we become their beta testers. So when I did the first video that didn't come through all the way, we actually had the CEO talking to us directly on our AI bots and things that we needed to think about or things that we were having trouble with, and we actually got to give him real feedback right on our Zoom call. So it's very cool that we're getting face-to-face with the creators of some of these AI platforms. And with this, you know, with staying on top of the cutting edge, what it allows me to do is actually be the marketer that I love to be, and be with my clients and get to go to networking events, because when you start adding all that stuff up, when do you have time, right? And something always gives. So I did put a link in there if anybody's interested in looking at Nick Krem's AI certification. And then, okay, so the new realtor life, we're almost done. So imagine working your 60-hour work week, and you have more time with your clients. You meet with past clients and current clients. You get to go to networking events, attend more training classes, all while knocking out your marketing, your videos, your social media platforms in only 10 to 15 hours out of that 60-hour work week. Or if you're doing part-time, whatever it is, you can get it all done and more now because you're leveraging AI and getting that stuff off your plate first, and then you get to go out and do the fun stuff that we all like to do, right? Because we're all salespeople. We want to be with the people. Sitting behind our desk usually makes me crazy if I'm there too long. So do you think your business would thrive if you started adding more products? And do you think your income would go up? I know mine has since putting AI together, and it's amazing. And so this is now the power of AI for the real estate agent, right? Is getting some life back, maybe even having a chance to take an afternoon off, right? Like, we couldn't imagine that, but AI is giving us that opportunity. And this little 4 pictures, I asked Jude AI to give me a sample of what a realtor would look like using AI, and that's what it gave me. So I thought it was pretty cool. So you literally can ask them for anything. So if one doesn't give you pictures, there's another app that can give it to you. You don't have to go look at it and create something, and don't waste any time. Your time is limited, so let the AI just do it for you. So don't ask what your real estate business can do for you. Ask what AI can do for your real estate business to take you to the next level. So remember, there's a learning curve. Stick with it and get through it. It's a painful sometimes, but you can do it. And eventually it'll become second nature, like you're posting on social media. The public's very aware of AI, like we have talked about, and really at the end of the day, when I show up to my client's house with my laptop and I show them that I have the listing advantage and I start showing them how I'm going to market their home in real time on their Wi-Fi, they're hiring me. They're excited and they cannot wait. So I don't want to be the only one in Brevard doing this. I want all of you guys to have a listing advantage from anybody else showing up behind you or in front of you. So it is definitely something that you would want to practice on at home. Make sure you have your prompts ready to go, but then go sit in front of your client and start real time asking. Ask them, what are the 5 things that attracted you to that house? Put it in there. Then ask ChatGPT to make you marketing around that. I mean, people want to know why people bought their house. So that's it. Thank you for your time today.
All right.